70s, I spent my university years at Nottingham University as a music student, and it gave me a rich, rigorous musical and academic experience, but also, interestingly, it introduced me to the idea of music therapy. And that was through a tutor called Dr. John Moorhen, and he was a distinguished early musicologist who met the chaplain from Rampton Special Hospital, who said, "Would you please bring the chapel choir to sing in Rampton?" So that's what we did. There was no arts therapies there at the time. But what I remember, this is in the early 70s, was the connections made with the members of the audience, whom I never met. So we were going in under a lot of security arrangements, obviously. But I particularly remember the acknowledgement through the facial expression at the moment that we were singing particular parts of music, and a rapport, a shared response within the musical activity. And this very connection is one which in the book we discuss with great care, including the dangerous possibilities, of course, in close, intimate settings in therapy, such as for individual therapy, in music therapy. But so there are edges to that, I think. But thinking back to that experience makes me see how in 40 years music therapy has become established. So that's really what I think we're celebrating tonight. It's been an immense privilege to work with others whose bread and butter work is in that type of institution. My work is has been in a more open setting, but with people who have been recovering or who've come out of those situations. And I think if you read the book, I think the things that are coming through in terms of research are that music therapy can help, particularly in the areas of empathy, and also in encouraging people to think more about remorse. And I'd like to particularly mention Stella Compton Dickinson's groundbreaking work in manualising a cognitive analytic music therapy group approach, which is unique and which is being researched at the moment. She's undertaking research with us at Anglia Ruskin University. But there are many chapters. I've only written 2, but they're written, the ones that you need to read are ones written by people who have worked in the field using community music therapy, using song, using active work, but always at the heart of it is the movement between the musical rapport through highly skilled musicians doing the work and the thinking, which we owe a debt to forensic psychotherapy for, and there are many people here who have supervised and worked with therapists over the years in that field. I just wanted to end by saying that there's also another personal experience of mine, but in my professional capacity, in the early 70s, once I'd qualified as a music therapist, when I wasn't very experienced at all, I was invited to give a major talk at Burgh Hospital, and there were 3 arts therapists. The drama therapist was Sue Jennings, and Murray Cox had facilitated an enormous conference which actually resulted in setting up of different arts therapist posts, and one was a music therapy post. And I don't think then I realised the responsibility that there was in dealing particularly with aspects of aggression that come out through people using percussion and drumming that you need to work with, that is the very element that music therapy can offer, but which needs to be offered with care. And finally, as I speak, in terms of the scientific research community, there is a Cochrane review being undertaken in the world in preparation, and some of us are quite sceptical, others not, about outcome research. But this book is the first of its kind. There isn't one in the world, and I do thank all the authors for that. And that we've taken forward music therapy into this field, and we'll see if we've succeeded. Time will tell. Thank you.